Our year-end Red Tag event is going on now at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. Or 0% APR for 72 months on Bighorns. Up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees. And our last 2023 Jeep Cherokee on sale for $40,990. Incredible year-end savings at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. DeYarmanAuto.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Good evening and welcome to West Des Moines. It's time for doubleheader basketball tonight. The girls in Class 5A. Number 1 Johnston visiting number 2 West Des Moines Valley. The Tigers here tonight at Cold Iron Fieldhouse here in West Des Moines. Both these teams come in at 6-0. A little bit different styles we'll see here tonight. Johnston at number 1 finished they've been right up there, champion, runner-up here in the last several years, and they get out and score, averaging 73.3 points per game, while Valley averaging 53.3 points per game. Johnston with 4 players in double figures, almost 5 when you look at it, 9.5 for the 5th player, and just 2 players in double figures here for Valley tonight. And so it's going to be an interesting game here. Can Valley's defense slow down the red-hot offense of the Johnston Dragons tonight? And we have a couple players to look at here. And let's go ahead and first look at Allie Tankey from Johnston. You see her stat line there. almost a double-double in points and rebounds, 53.3% from the three-point range. She can do a little bit of everything, as you see right here on the highlight reel. And just, whether it's outside, inside, and 53.3%, that's good whatever league you're playing in from beyond the arc. Then the other player tonight we'll be watching is the one that we've seen since her freshman year, Elise Yeager. You see her there. And I think her game has expanded too, where she's hitting more outside, but look inside there. You see she's got the moves inside. She's almost got that double-double in the rebounds and points per game as well. And her field goal percentage is 55.6, shooting more inside, obviously, but still, when you look at her three-point range, 38.5% from three-point range for her. So a couple of key players we'll be watching here tonight. Blake Walker will be joining me in just a bit, and we'll have this doubleheader for you tonight. Number 1 versus number 2 kicks it off here. You're watching high school basketball on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Hey, you two. We all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Ask Joe, why do you often say Westside Auto instead of Westside Auto Pros? Because I think I shouldn't have to tell you we're the pros. That's what you expect. Many places will tell you that they're honest and will fix your car right the first time and that they're friendly. Well, duh, isn't that what you expect? How about this? I'll put my claims in writing. The Westside Auto lifetime warranty on any repairs we do. That's an offer no other auto repair shop in this area is doing. For the best, head west, Westside Auto Pros.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Back here at Valley High School, Dar Danielson with you. Blake Walker will be along getting ready for high school basketball. Number 1 Johnston against number 2 Valley. And speaking of those rankings, let's take a look at just out today, the new ones. They update them, and looks like, well, the top 10, there weren't a lot of changes. Johnston number 1, Valley number 2, North at 3, Dowling Catholic at number 4, Waukee at 5, Centennial, Ankeny Centennial at 6, Pleasant Valley at 7, Ankeny at 8, Cedar Falls at 9, and Sioux City East at number 10. So those are your rankings out today. And as I said, let's see, it was all the way through number, well, I guess the top 4 didn't change. But Waukee flip-flop with Ankeny Centennial, Pleasant Valley stayed the same. So, you know, right now it appears that Johnston is out there at the top, and who's going to catch up to them. And, of course, it's early in the season, still here in December. We'll get into January, and that'll tell us a little bit more of that story. But right now, Johnston coming out and staking the claim. And, of course, they're used to that, used to having the target on their back, being ranked highly, being ranked number 1 several weeks in the last couple of seasons here. So, you know, they know what that's all about, and that isn't an issue for them. Talking with Coach Yillick before here, he said one of their things is their balance. This is what he likes about the team. Everybody's scoring. You have 5 people. Coach got to love that. You have 5 people almost in double figures, and they like to push the ball and move it. Whereas Valley, they're going to try to, slow the pace a little bit. Yeager with 16 points and Whitey with 10. Just the 2 players there in double figures for the Tigers here tonight. As they're warming up, and we'll be ready here in just a bit for starting lineups. As you hear the buzzer, and the teams will come over. And we'll be ready to get the ball game underway here. Opponents, let's see, they had 1 like opponent. Johnston, I think, no, 2, come to think of it. Urbandale and Centennial, well, put Dowling in there too. Both of them played Dowling. So, four.
Johnston High School and your Valley Tigers. Our officials for tonight's game are Will Dotson, Tyler Wellendorf, and Johnny Getting. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineup. For the Johnston Dragons, number 10, Jenica Lewis. And for the Valley Tigers, number 2, Elin Litz. For the Dragons, number 22, Aaliyah Riley. And for the Tigers, number 5, Elise Yeager. For Johnston, number 23, Julia Kinnitz. And for Valley, number 11, Tylee White. For the Dragons, number 30, Eiley Tanky. And for the Tigers, number 12, Avery Moon. And for Johnston, number 42, Amani Jenkins. And for Valley, number 22, Ashley Brown. Dragons are led by head coach Chad Gillick, and the assistant coaches are Mark Hine, Brad Buchanan, and Jennifer Cook. Tigers are led by head coach Matt Utoff, and the assistants are Bert Hansen, Denny McDonald, Ashley Adams, and Live Fan. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
let's take a break. We'll be back with the start of the game after this on CISN.TV.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Get 3.9% for 66 months on new F-150s, plus $47.50 rebate. New Bronco Sports and Escapes, both 1.9% for 66 months, plus up to $2,000 rebate. And the all-electric Mach-E. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Incredible year-end savings going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Here at Valley High School, we'll see the color guard leave the floor here after the national anthem, and we're just about ready for basketball. In a 1 versus 2 matchup. And here we go. Got the preliminaries out of the way. And set to get it going. Mentioned Johnston 73.3 points per game. Valley 53.3. That's a little difference in tempo and scoring. And we are set to go.
See how I'm doing through this.
Dar Danielson, Blake Walker with me, and Coach Illick obviously said controlling the tempo and trying to push the ball and score. He jokingly said, defense, we don't care about it. We want to get up and score, which he's joking about that, but it's true. You get out and push the ball and score before the other team gets back.
Valley only averaging 50 points per contest. So, I mean, you got to think if they can keep them under that, Valley could be in trouble. It's going to be a fun one back and forth here. Just see how Valley adjusts tonight.
Battle here, and Jenkins and Johnston comes away with it. They're in the dark uniforms. Lob inside, and Yeager right away defensively knocks it away and gets the steal. 3, no good, short. Rebound comes off to Johnston. They'll get up the floor. Kanke for 3, good.
Well, what was another thing that Coach Gillick told you? They have so many scorers.
Yeah.
If anyone's off, it's okay. Someone else is right there to pick you back up. That's one thing Valley just doesn't quite have.
No, you got 4 in double figures and one that's only a half a point off of being right there. So 5 players in double figures, that pretty good math. Inside to Yeager, spins back up, puts it up off the glass.
I don't know about you, Dar. I sure think Elise Yeager might be the top best post player in the CIML. I mean, it's up there.
Yeah, and there she gets the steal again as they try to go inside against her. And her game has expanded so much, she's able to hit more of the outside shot. There's the drive in the bucket.
Well,
Ashley Brown.
Multi-sport athlete. Volleyball and basketball, it leads to the true statement. Multi-sport athletes are very good.
Down the lane and up into the arms there. Let's see who they call this on. They're going to
White.
Call on, White. First foul of the game here. And first free throws. Riley gets it.
Boy, between her and Tanky, obviously, they've played since they were freshmen. So when we say they've been here forever, they've been here forever. Because, I mean, you just think every single championship game that Johnston's been in, they've been huge in them.
And she hits both of them. She's 74% free throw shooter and gives them the lead back at 1. Now taken away. All the way down. Double clutch, but got it to go. Jenica Lewis.
I talked to someone this week that said Jenica Lewis was off to a sophomore slump. I don't think that's a thing for her. I think she's still very talented, can make anybody miss on the floor. And I don't think people realize how tall she is. I mean, she's 5'10". She's not like a short guard.
And Tanky forces White into a travel there, and they get the ball back on a turnover. And this is the thing they can do to you.
Yeah.
Just quickly rack up the points.
Defense. You just think all offense, but
they have the length, and there's a three again. That one's off. Battle for the rebound underneath, and that's probably going to be big here tonight for Valley, not giving them many second chances. Down the lane, a wild shot thrown up off the glass by Lewis, and it'll go out of bounds to Valley.
Really good job on the defensive side for the Tigers.
And they'll bring it up. Valley. Lane Litt says move clear out. She picks up her dribble though, and Yeager comes out to get it. Now bullet pass underneath, up and good. The assist to Yeager. Moon with the bucket.
Yeah, really nice play by the sophomore. Good cut.
And three-pointer the other way.
Catch that for Tanky, I think.
For Tanky, yeah. This is one of those games you can't look down because they'll be popping a shot on you. There's a three up, no good. Yeager back the other way. That one is off, misses everything. Rebound comes out long to Litt. She gets it up the floor and good. White.
The Valley's going to try to run with him.
Yeah, so far, and there's a tie, but they go back the other way.
Hope you don't get motion sickness from our camera going back and forth. But Valley will do this when they want. I mean,
yeah.
If they get a chance, they'll play slow.
And Yeager falls down, nothing in there. Driving in Moon. Looking, trying to get some movement. Yeager comes up, 10 on the shot clock. Gets it off to Moon. 5 seconds. Going to have to throw long enough. Yeager gets it with 2, throws it up, and not a very, didn't have, had to get it away and didn't get much of a good look at the basket.
Just good rotation on Johnston's defense and a lot of sitting at the top of the key for Valley.
Yeah, they didn't get much movement to people getting open. Here comes Johnston back the other way with it. Riley over. Tanky. She fakes, drives into the lane. Now she'll pull up. Hits that. She's not just the outside shooter. She can hit that medium range too.
She's phenomenal. I mean, she's just got enough size that she can get down low if she needs to and can shoot from 3.
Yeager on the drive, stops, and she shuffled the feet.
Yeah, so a couple tonight.
Well, that defense is kind of, Johnston fainting toward them on defense, and they shuffle the feet.
They'll play up. Well, and the way Johnston moves fast, it's hard for an opposing team not to think, okay, we need to move fast too. They don't really need to.
Carrie Rose in for Valley. Isabella Balsley in for Johnston. Jenica Lewis gets it over to Riley. Down the lane, no look pass, but Yeager's right there on defense. Dribbles across, there's a 3 again. Good!
I guess you got to play a little bit tighter.
Yeah, Tanky with 11 of the 14 points here, or 17 points early. Is that a full timeout? Yeah, we'll take a break here on CISN TV.
Our year-end Red Tag event is going on now at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. Or 0% APR for 72 months on Bighorns. Up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees. And our last 2023 Jeep Cherokee on sale for $40,990. Incredible year-end savings at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. DeYarmanAuto.com.
There's the Valley huddle. Right now they're trying to figure out how to slow down Allie Tanky. She's got 11 of their 17 points to get this started, 3 threes. You see the replay here on the latest one. And she didn't need much space, does she?
Ashley came over for just a tad second, and Allie saw enough space and was able to knock down the 3.
And like you said, she's got the size. Used to be that The big players didn't play outside, but it's all switched
Game
now.
has changed
Yeah,
drastically.
where your taller players come outside and shoot it now and become a threat. Now here's Valley. And offensive foul called on Yeager. Her first, second team foul.
Gotta
And they're
keep
just
her-
having trouble getting a screen and freeing up people right now.
They're just doing anything they can to get free, and Johnston's pretty much got everything figured out right now.
Riley gets a high screen. Stop and go, kicks it out for three. No good. Rebound inside, knocked away. Scramble for it. Yeager comes out of the pile, gets it out to the outlet. Now back for three. No good. Rebound. Back to Valley. Rose drives in, and it'll stay with Valley.
It's Tanky again. Snuck her hand around the backside, knocked it out.
Here comes Avery Ryan for Johnston. And Kendall McDaniel was senior in for Valley.
You never want to miss threes, but against Johnston, you really can't miss threes.
Yeah, the thing is, though, you can't try to get in a shooting match with him either to match him for threes, because there's a three from the outside. Well, off the bench, Kendall McDaniel hits a three.
Well, McDaniels brings a little bit more height down low, and again, I didn't know that she could go a ton from out there. So now you got to respect it.
Well, the 9-point lead cut down. Here to 6. Fake on the drive, spin, up and good. Wow. There's the quick movement.
It's just Riley and Tanky right now.
Down the lane, runner off, no good. Rebound Tanky. Gets it to Riley. She goes down the lane, loses a handle. Tanky finishes it up.
It's 2-on-5 right now, it feels like.
Yeager trying to post inside. They finally get it to her. She takes it up strong and good.
Still really good play by Yeager, but Tanky, even on the low post, very, very talented. Nice.
Down the lane, knocked away out of the hands of Ryan.
Avery didn't see it coming. Jenica didn't even look her way. It was a good no-look pass.
Yeager over to Litt. Litt inside. McDaniel turnaround. And Kendall McDaniel with 5 points off the bench for the Tigers.
I think Valley found something there offensively because she bodied her way right down low.
Well, you'd think if they want to slow it down a little more, get it inside. There's a three off, no good. Battle for it. Rebound pulled down by Valley. Ashley Brown. She'll take it all the way down, up, and has it blocked.
Good job by Riley.
Riley held her ground, and you can do that as long as you stay.
Yeah.
You have the defensive
I mean,
position.
her feet never moved.
Nope. Went straight up. Now a trap over there. Tanky gets trapped and knocked away. It'll stay with Johnston. Back in is Knetz and also Jenkins. And Tanky and Riley will come out.
Might be their only 40 seconds of rest this game.
That's 14 of their 21 points. Yeah. Or 17 of their 21, I should say. Taken away by Valley. Now here's where Valley, if they can play that game, slow it down, get it inside. They go down low, baseline, can't handle it. Rose back up top to Litt.
I don't know if they wanted to wait for the last shot there for a little bit, but they will now.
They got about a 2-second differential. Litt will put up the three. Boom! Elaine Litt pops the three. And down the floor, up, no good. And looked like we're on the way to a blowout, but Valley's got it back down to 3 at the quarter break here. 21-18. Johnston back with the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Ask Joe, why do you often say Westside Auto instead of Westside Auto Pros? Because I think I shouldn't have to tell you we're the pros. That's what you expect. Many places will tell you that they're honest and will fix your car right the first time and that they're friendly. Well, duh, isn't that what you expect? How about this? I'll put my claims in writing. The Westside Auto lifetime warranty on any repairs we do. That's an offer no other auto repair shop in this area is doing. For the best, head west, Westside Auto Pros.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. Waukee.com.
Back here at Valley High School, 21-18. I'm not sure, should it be 18 or 17? I've got 17, but
yeah,
they have 18 on the board. We'll see.
We'll trust it. One crazy stat, 6 players have scored for Valley, 3 have scored for Johnston.
For Johnson. And that includes 13 from Allie Tankey here in the first quarter. As Valley will start with the ball in the second. Yeager up high. Gets it off to Moon. White looking to Yeager. Oh, picked off. Stepped right in front of the pass. Going back the other way with it. And now taken back by Valley. Here's Litt. 3. Good by Ashley Brown. We got a tie ball game. Up by Tankey and good.
I mean, everything is going the way Valley would see it going.
Yeah, keeping it close.
But I don't think Valley thought they'd have 21 points.
No.
Right now, at least. But it's working.
Litt looked at the 3 for a moment. Yeager goes down. Now, they are getting better ball movement. They're looking to go into Yeager in the post.
They're really trying it.
Now backdoor, and it's stripped away. It'll stay with Valley with 7 on the shot clock. Yeager against this size really has to work.
And even against, a couple others at Ankeny Centennial didn't have that height. I mean, she works hard. She hits the floor at least 5 times a game, I guarantee it.
Down the lane, 3 seconds, 2, 1. They throw it up. No rim. I think it'll be shot clock violation, yes.
Is that now 2, 3 possessions that they've gotten it all the way down almost to the buzzer?
To the buzzer. They had one by Yeager where she had to throw it up with like 2 seconds to go. And
Johnston's defense really buckling down here.
Here comes Johnston back. Up top 3. Good by Lewis. And the lead up to 5 again. More Valley. Again, they don't have to answer 3 for 3, but they need to get points out of the possession. Now they're getting close to a 5 count. They get it over. Yeager, nice little move there. Gets it back outside for 3. No good. And then over the back there, Ashley Brown trying to get the ball and swat it. Kind of went right up over the shoulders.
You can tell Valley's frustrated on offense. I mean, they're just trying to move. They're trying to push through everything. Johnston's really, they're a pesky team on defense.
Well, they got so much size and speed, too. They can move to you quickly when you think you're open. Over on the right side with it. Lewis now take it away again. It's got to be already about a half dozen steals for Valley.
It's close. They're really just kind of swinging through a couple things. And for Valley, it's like if you're on a fast break, you might as well take it because you don't know how many you're going to get.
Yeah, you don't want him to be open. Litt pulls up free throw line, no good. Rebound off the hands of Tankey out to Yeager. There's a long 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jenkins.
Everybody's on effort on defense.
Drive in, Riley, good.
Oh my goodness.
She's got 8.
Phenomenal.
Brown with it. Get it over to Yeager. Out deep. Back over to Whitey. Down the lane. Comes up short. And Yeager stands there, picks it off, goes for 3. Good! The steal and the triple.
Wow. Why not? Looks like a 30 timeout.
Let's see it again here.
It's just kind of a lazy pass by Jenkins.
And watch Yeager. She just kind of waits there and then steps in between them, yeah.
Just kind
and
of
then
a
pops
lazy
the
pass,
three.
and it just works.
So, again, you're feeling like Johnston's going to pull out and run away, but so far, then you look up, it's only a 4-point ball game here.
And the biggest thing, and I'm sure everybody's thinking it, is how long can they keep it? How long can you keep this thing just right here in front of you?
Well, they've been short runs, but when you start to get to a double-digit run, then that's when you have problems, and that's what they've done. But you definitely see battling the defense and switching off. So out of the timeout, Johnston will bring it up, leading 28-24 here. Valley's actually stuck with them 7-6 here in the quarter. There's a three, no good. Rebound pulled down on the far side by Moon. Off the miss by Riley. Here's Litt. She'll pull it back. Now looking for movement. Johnston's pushed everybody up high. Dribbling in Tanky. Great defense on Brown, and the shot, wild shot up, no good. They battle for it. On the floor, come up with it. Valley does. White. And then they lose it.
They're just everywhere. I mean, they do a good job rotating if they want to. They're really good man-to-man, and then on that side, you just stand your ground. I mean, they're not going to try to go through you.
Carrie Rose comes into the game to replace Litt here for Valley. Here comes Johnston. Halfway through the second quarter with a 4-point lead. Over to Knetz. Now back over to Tanky. She drives, shovels it inside. Turn around, and Yeager got a little anxious and came down with a hand.
Yeah, just a little bit. They always say, just keep those hands straight up, but
her second personal, second team foul here of the quarter. And the free throw is up and good by Jenkins. She's in the
first point
scorebook. And Jenkins, 80% free throw shooter.
Replace the height of Yeager with the height of McDaniel. We'll see how long Yeager sits out here.
Yeah, you really can't leave her out too long. Both free throws made by Jenkins. And it's a 6-point lead for Johnston. Looking inside, trying to get the post up to McDaniel. Now they get it to her, and she can't quite bring it down, and Tanky goes on the floor. Jump ball will go to Johnston.
I guess the possession error. Oh, I was looking at the bonus. No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's
well, they're not even in the bonus anyway. I'm not sure
nobody's
what
in the bonus. The bonus light is on, but
I don't know what the scoreboard's doing.
I look down at the
there you go.
At the scorer's table where they have the arrow down there. Up top. Now over on the wing to Balsley. Now back up top.
Good defense possession.
Yeah, this is the longest time I think they've run off the shot clock. Drive in, get it to Tanky for three. Good! Well, you can't leave her out there.
Is that 18, I think? No, 21.
Yeah, that's...
Or at least this scoreboard in
I've
here
got
says
her
20.
for 18.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. Flip it outside for three, and that was a high arcer trying to get over the block and missed everything.
She hit that. I was going to be pretty impressed.
Back down, up, and no good. Partially blocked, I think. McDaniel with the rebound. Kick it back outside for three. Oh, rolls in and out. Off the miss by Ashley Brown. Here comes Johnston. Here's where Valley going to try to keep the big run while you got Yeager on the bench.
But in some ways, I think they're attempting threes that they don't need to. Like, I think you got to try to find a better shot. Yes, threes will cut it closer. But.
Up and through, no good. Rebound pulled down by Johnston, off the miss by Jenkins. There's a three outside, no good. Rebounded out to Tanky. She'll spin it around. Pull up at the elbow, short. So Johnston misses about three shots at the bucket there.
You're not going to get that many breaks.
So Ashley Brown brings it down. Under 2 minutes to play. They just need a bucket here. Not a lot of movement.
Yeah, they look a little lost.
Yeah, a little tired too, seems like. Johnston's got them playing at their pace. 10 on the shot clock. They try to get it inside. Stolen. Tanky on the breakout. Has a man back on her, and then the foul. As she went back, and Ashley Brown will pick up her second personal.
That was really good play by Tanky on this side. She waited and watched and then eventually went for the steal and tries to get it done on the other.
Then shielded her away from the ball on the pass. Tanky goes to the free throw line, the only place she hasn't scored tonight. And I jinxed her there. She's got 4 threes, 2 twos, and 87.5% free throw shooter, the highest average on the team. So, and that's the thing too about this Johnston team. You look at their free throw percentage, that one rattles in. You know, you got those 3 of them shooting over 80% and 2 70% out of those 5 that are your top scorers.
Yeah.
Lob it inside. Yeager back in there, has it knocked away from behind.
Three Dragons collapsed.
Got 2 fouls, kicked it out on the drive. Yeager on defense. Played it tight even with those 2 fouls.
Yeah, she did.
A little contact there, but tried to bounce it inside, take it away. All the way down, Rose gets it blocked. Ari Phillips, a freshman, says,
oh my gosh. I had to look at my roster. I'm like, who was that?
Yeah, I looked down too. She snuck in on me. But good steal.
Yeah,
but
she makes the mistake on the pass and then
comes down and got her body up and blocked it nicely. Back to live action here. Lob into Yeager. Spins. Up, no good. Rebound fought for her and now ripped away. Turn around, no good. And are they going to call that on Yeager?
Yeah.
No, what are they going to say?
Oh, he pointed. For some reason, he pointed.
He pointed
Johnston
the other way, so it's Tanky.
That is Johnston's first foul the entire quarter.
Yep.
Of the entire game.
Entire game, you mean? Yeah. Entire half.
Yeah.
But you know they've been down the floor quickly,
yeah.
and it's not like it's been a slug-em fest.
No.
It's been a lot of hustle.
Yeah.
They get it in here. Just a couple ticks difference in the shot and the game clock. Oh, breakaway there. Good pass over. Johnston reacts so quickly to that, and then the foul will be called on Ashley Brown. That's her third. 14 foul.
I think that time it was a little too unselfish basketball.
Yeah,
They could have taken a couple shots, and they just didn't want to.
And Johnston reacts so quickly, you know,
I mean,
defensively here.
I'd love to see what their conditioning drills were during the summer because, man, they just move.
So 10-point lead here, chance to up that. As the shot clock off. Tanky pull-up 3, no good. Rebound, and there's going to be a foul called, I think, on Jenkins.
If Malley wanted that one badly, I mean, they wanted something there.
So, 0.5, you got to get a long pass and get a shot out. Well, look, a short pass, they won't get anything off. Nice long throw into the crowd. And 24-34 here at the half. Johnston up over Valley by 10. We'll take a break, come back and run down the first half scoring after this on CISN.TV. We're here at halftime. Johnston over Valley 34-24, 10-point lead. They outscored Valley 13-6 in that second quarter. Run down the scoring for you quickly here. Valley only, as I said, scored 6 in that quarter, 2 threes. It was Elise Yeager has 7, 5 for Ashley Brown, 5 for Kendall McDaniel, 2 apiece for White, Litt, and Moon. For Johnston, 19 points for Allie Tankey, 8 for Aaliyah Riley, 5 for Jenica Lewis, and 2 for Amanda Jenkins. So, as you mentioned earlier, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players scoring for Valley, and just 4 for Johnston. But you got Allie Tankey, who scored 19, more than half of their points here tonight. So they just had trouble. 4 threes for Johnston. 3 of 4 from free throw line. For Valley, they hit 1, 2, 3 threes. Did not shoot a free throw here in the first half. So we mentioned it, like after that first period at 21-18, they were staying close. They stayed close for a while. Yeager had to go out, and then Johnston went on a little bit of run toward the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, and the biggest thing the moment that I was like, okay, Johnston, I still knew Johnston was very good, but when Allie and Aaliyah are hitting their shots and then Jenica hits that 3 in the second quarter, and it just felt like, oh yeah, they have another one. Yeah. And they just kept going and going. And Valley just had tough possessions. I mean, they never scored inside the 3-point line in the second half or in the second quarter. So, like I said before, they don't need 3-pointers to get back into it, but it feels like threes are the only thing that's really open. And I'm sure Coach Utoff is telling his girls, we got to get to the line somehow.
Well, and I don't keep the steals in that, but they've had several. Yeah. But the thing is, they haven't cashed them into points. And against Johnston, it seems like you got to get at least 2 points every time down, most of your times down.
And on most fast breaks on steals, you're like, okay, I'll have an easy layup.
Yeah.
Johnston's so fast, they beat Valley back down the court.
And they run the floor. And we saw on the one block there out of the freshman who came in, and Ari Phillips, and just put the block on there. So, it's like, and that gets in your head too, because you're always thinking, is that
someone's behind me?
Somebody coming? Yeah, somebody coming. I got to get rid of the ball fast. And the same thing when you're out there shooting the 3, you got to shoot up. We've seen some high arcers that were just, the trajectory was changed because of the defense. Now it sounds like we're gushing over Johnston, but I think just this first time I've seen him here live this year, and man, it's just, they are all over the place.
There's only 2 undefeated teams left in 5A, and it's these 2 right here. So, I mean, there's a reason why, Johnston, you're looking at the number 1 and the number 2, undisputed so far. I guess you could throw in Davenport North. They haven't played, or they haven't lost anyone in the state of Iowa yet. But just right now, Johnston, the way they're playing, it makes Valley look like not the number 1, number 2 team. The Tigers they're going to have to figure a couple things out. Stay out of foul trouble, too, because you need Elise Yeager back in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Yeager and McDaniel combined to maybe add just a little bit more height.
Give them a little more size in there. Well, a rare Thursday night basketball game here, high school
only
basketball
CIML game tonight.
Yeah.
A little different.
So we're at halftime. We're going to take another break. We'll do that. Come back with more here at halftime on CISN.TV.
asked, Joe, why do you often say Westside Auto instead of Westside Auto Pros? Because I think I shouldn't have to tell you we're the pros. That's what you expect. Many places will tell you that they're honest and will fix your car right the first time and that they're friendly. Well, duh, isn't that what you expect? How about this? I'll put my claims in writing. The Westside Auto lifetime warranty on any repairs we do. That's an offer no other auto repair shop in this area is doing. For the best, head west, Westside Auto Pros.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
We're at halftime. Halftime clock winding down here. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker, Randy at the controls tonight as number one versus number two. Number one up by 10 here. 34-24, the Johnston girls over Valley as we start the second half. And then I guess Valley hasn't let Johnston roar out to some big stretches. I mean, you say 10 points, but they kind of built on that slowly. And Valley had some chances to go down and score, and they didn't. But this will be interesting to start the second half, how they come out.
Yeah, you're going to need Johnston to miss shots, and they don't miss a lot. And Valley's going to have to start hitting here and get to the free throw line a little bit.
Yeager with 2 personals for Valley, 3 for Ashley Brown for the Tigers. And neither team, well, Valley got closest to the bonus with 4. Johnston just 2 team fouls here in the first half. As Valley working it again, trying to get some movement, find some open space down the lane, throws up the shot, no good. Quickly down the other way, good fake, up and in. Amani Jenkins gets her 4th point of the day. Had 2 free throws in the first half. And it's 36-24. Valley working it, looking for Yeagers, trying to find some room down there. Now on the drive, and a little bump on the drive. Foul's going to go against Jalea Knetz.
It's good to see 2 possessions, though, 2 takes to the basket.
Yeah.
You know, wanting to get down low and get to the line, which they didn't do all of the first half. Which I didn't know they'd count that on the shot.
Yeah, it looked like she's going baseline, but and misses the first free throw.
I believe that's Moon, Avery Moon. Hare was covering up her number.
Yeah.
Now Ashley Brown. It was always talked about at the state tournament to have girls put their hair up so that the officials could see their number. I don't think it'll ever happen, but.
So then there's.
So what? They fouled 2 times all of the first half, and now 2 quick fouls.
Both on Jenkins.
But tough break, 3 missed free throws.
Yeah. And
well, Valley was 59% coming in, so.
Sure. On the drive, Up, no good. Yeager battling for it, and she gets it off of Johnston. It'll go back to Valley. So here's where they didn't do a good job getting, they got stops in the first half, turn them into points. And part of that is due to Johnston, but now Yeager posts up right away, takes it in, up and through and off, and Tanky with the rebound. Tanky will push it up the floor herself. Gets it out on the outlet. Lewis for three. No good. Battle for it. Litt got a hand on it, but Johnston gets it. And almost looked like a travel or something, but no whistle. Kick it outside for three. Good. By Lewis. She's got 8. Her second three. Timeout Valley. 32nd timeout.
Well, and you look at like the 2 losses as we take a look at the replay here. I don't know how in the world she got rid of this.
And just drive and kick.
Enough laziness on defense gets free. But like I was saying, the 2 losses Johnston's had last year, Centennial and Pleasant Valley, those 2 games, everything just worked in the favor of Johnston, what they don't want to do. They didn't hit shots, and the opposing team hit just enough shots. I say just enough shots because Johnston doesn't get blown out. I mean, you're going to have to barely outshoot them and play well on defense. Just a really tough punch to get.
And they've all, over the last several, they're used to having that target of being number one. That's not a thing anymore. They know, you go out and you play, and they're going to get a
Well, and this year, I feel bad for everyone because they lost. You lose to Pleasant Valley in the title game, and you're like, well, now we're going to get a ticked-off Johnston team that probably should have won it last year. But all credit to PV. They just played really well. And
Litt with it, drives, pulls back, over to Yeager. Yeager looks, can't even get off the three, though. Too tight on the defense. Litt in. Yeager now for a long three. Kind of guarded there, and Tanky runs it down. And there's Litt coming back up. Now they try to go cross court, knocked away. Good defense by White.
Tried a couple of those tonight, and I don't think either of them have worked.
Well, they have a good sense of back where the lanes are. Litt drives and gets the bucket.
Boy, she got contact too. I was surprised they didn't call the foul, but
down the lane on the drive, an offensive foul called on Lewis.
Just enough to lean in and you get your feet set. I will say Johnston does get a tough match on Saturday. They play Hopkins High School from out of state, and Hopkins is very good. Former high school of Paige Buckers from UConn.
Which it doesn't count on your really. Oh, there's
no, you won't.
Steal.
You won't
doesn't count on your Iowa record, but it makes you better because you're playing
will.
a better team.
It will. Yes, it will.
And they call a
is that Litt
jump
that's
ball,
jumping,
and it goes to Johnston on the held ball.
Boy, Litt got checked in the hip or something.
Yeah,
she's limping pretty hard.
Limping a little bit. She will stick her nose in there and go after.
Yeah, she will.
She's not the tallest
she's in
on the
pain,
floor,
though.
but yeah, she is.
I'd be surprised if Utah doesn't do something here.
You get that little hip pointer sometimes. Here's a long three, no good. And Yeager down the lane to pick off the miss of Riley.
She didn't even want to go around the screen.
Down the lane and the foul. Well, this is what Valley wants, to get in there, and they've got them.
And
four fouls now. They're shooting 2 the next time. We're not even halfway through the third.
I guarantee that was the only thing that was said in the locker room. Hey, just go to the foul. Just go to the foul line. Granted, you can't hit your shots from the foul line, which is hurting them, but they're getting there.
That's 0 for 5 here in the third quarter. They got to hit those. And they'll get one more. And they hit it. So again, they've had chances to whittle this down, but haven't been able to cash in on the other end. 12-point ball game. Tanky in the lane, gets up through, has a block by Yeager, but rebounded, put back up, and good by Jenkins.
Wasn't a lot Yeager could do. White
back the other way.
It's a bad time to write in your scorebook.
Yeah, I know.
I barely looked up. I heard the crowd. I was like, what's happening?
Down the lane, runner, no good, and Yeager pulls it down, and that'll be held ball. That'll go back to Valley. You see the replay here.
Okay, never mind. No replay.
No, forget the replay. We're going to go
Here's
back
a
to
replay of
action.
live. Well, that second quarter might come to be very crucial in this one.
Yeah, where they got that lead, and they've kind of
just held
steady with them, but not able to chip away at it here yet. Yeager out deep with Jenkins on her. Now taking away Tanky. Lobs it up ahead, and Litt did a good job to recover and knock it off to get the ball back off the leg of Riley.
Just caught her as she slid down to the ground.
Elon Litt, the senior.
Whatever pain she had, she worked through it.
She
did not look
through
like
it.
she was having a good time.
Yeager trying to post down low against Jenkins. Now they get it to her, and in from behind to swipe it. Back the other way, up and good is Balsley.
It's her first point of the game, I believe.
And that's the danger. You bring the ball down, and that player comes in from behind. Three, no good. Yeager battling, and Jenkins comes away with it. Now Johnston will push the tempo again. Oh, they had Jenkins wide open in the lane, didn't get it to her. Up top, Lewis now to Jenkins. She spins. Little move against Yeager, but pulls it up just short. I think as she goes straight up, she kind of faded a little on that. Worried about Yeager blocking it. There's a three. No good. Jenkins with the rebound.
Just can't seem to get it to drop after it was dropping pretty well in the first half, all things considered.
Now here's where Johnston doesn't care if they slow the tempo a little bit now. They work it inside. Jenkins up against Yeager. No good. Rolls off there, but rebound comes off to Riley. She'll pull it back, get a screen from Balsley. There's Tanky. Tanky down the lane, triple team, kicks it out for three. Good.
There's been a lot of times of that tonight where Valley will just, I don't know if it's on purpose, but they'll almost triple team somebody, and that leaves two people just wide
open outside. Litt. Litt was going to shoot it. She looked up and saw Riley, and her mind just said no, and then that's the travel.
Watch three of these girls just pull. Boom, all right there. Right idea.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, I think Kari Rose could have maybe backed off again, but just a tough spot.
Kiki Walker in for Valley now, and Ari Phillips back in there for Johnson. There's a long three, comes out long to Litt. Or excuse me, that's right, that's Litt. And rebound by Ryan. Inside, they try to throw it back and can't quite get to it.
Has Valley attempted a two-point shot that hasn't been fouled this quarter? I don't know if they have.
I don't think they have.
It's either been a fouled shot or a three-pointer.
Yeah, foul shot or a three, yeah. No, they haven't taken a drive where they haven't gotten fouled yet in this quarter. And they only connected on 1 of 6 free throws.
I mean, right now, is that a huge difference? No, but you look at that, and you're like, well, I'd like to see better.
Stripped away. Pulled on by Ryan. Out on the wing to Lewis. Tanky for three. Rolls down and out.
They really set themselves up well with that screen in front of the shooter, because then you have to get around the screener to get to the shooter. Frees up a lot of open shots.
Tanky had 19 in the first quarter, and so far hasn't found the bucket in the second.
Really hasn't needed to.
No.
Jenkins has stepped up. Lewis has stepped up.
Knetz and Phillips coming back in for Johnston. Got a nice senior-junior mix with a few underclassmen also mixed in there in that Johnston lineup. 12 seconds, ball goes off a foot and picked up by Johnston. Now they got time if they can get it up the floor. 3, 2, 3 is away, banks it home. The bank is open for Knetz. And that'll up the lead to 20. Let's see the replay here. Mad scrambles, they got it. We're trying to get it up the floor. Knetz shoots it with not much time. You saw the red light come on just after it went through. 49-29. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Here at Valley, we go to the fourth quarter. Number 1, Johnston, looking all the part here against number 2, Valley right now. A 15-point quarter in the third for Johnston, 5 for Valley, and now stolen away. Back the other way, up the floor, and good. White with the bucket. She's got 7, back quickly the other way. And just every time Valley scores, it's just boom, right back the other way.
Got to run back.
They get the ball on the net and up the floor fast.
We need a timer.
Yeah.
We did that timer for Connor Moberly for Southeast football. We need a timer for Johnston.
What was that, to get it out of the...
Yeah. Out of his throw, out of the snap to the first throw. Get it for Johnston on their fast break after a bucket.
Tanky, post, what a wraparound! Oh, my!
How in the world does she just do that?
Finds Jenkins under the bucket. I was just about
that
to say
didn't even look real.
Well, I was just about to say we haven't seen Tanky really post up a lot. She's hit outside, and then she wraps it around inside.
In the world? I have never seen anything like that.
Now, I was always taught don't throw it across the lane, but, man, when you rocket it through like that into the open spot, here's the steal up ahead. And good by Lewis. Lewis has 13. Valley takes a timeout, 30-second timeout. Let's see the replay on this. Tanky will come down, watch her. She posts up, back it in, double team, then wraps around, rocks it across the lane.
2 people. 2 people. Oh, my goodness.
Just like they drew it up, right?
How about the second half here by Jenica Lewis? I mean, she's got 10 here in this half, 15 overall. She's going to be one of the higher talked about commits when she eventually commits to college, because, I mean, she is, I mean, we all knew out of middle school she has all these offers, but, I mean, she lives up to it. Yeah, she's not going to score 40 a night, but it's just a very good all-around basketball player. And,
well, I say, you got to have those complementary players, you know. We're seeing it out of the Iowa women. You can have somebody that scores 40, but if you don't have other people that contribute, move the ball around and keep the defense off them, you know, you're going to have trouble.
And I think, you know, when Ryan and Riley and Tanky and Balsley all graduate this year, then it's Jenica's team. And it's Jenica's team, it's Amani Jenkins' team, it's Kinnett's team. So then you get a little bit younger, and I'm excited to see how all of them do for here. But Johnston, it just has lined up really well for the Dragons this year.
And knocked away. It'll stay with Valley.
And defensively, Johnston reminds me of the Centennial team from last year. Always will jump a passing lane. I mean, it just feels like a lot of their points come on steals.
Spin through the lane, Lit. Gets it back. Now they're trying to go down low to Yeager, but knocked away by Amani Jenkins. Excuse me. Pull up three. Good. Lewis still feeling it here.
They're not letting up.
18 for her.
Another thing Randy reminded me about, Hopkins, who they play on Saturday, have made it to 7 straight Minnesota State basketball titles. 7 straight. That's not just one class. No. That is almost two classes worth of full sets of 4 years. So if you can, get out to Johnston High School on Saturday.
Shoot it with 8 to go, and Litt hits it. Elin Litt has 7. Johnston on the attack again. A runner put back up by Jenkins is good.
You know, a lot of people, when Jada Jimfy left and went to go play for Lisa Bluter, a lot of people wondered who was Johnston's post going to be. Like, Jada was so good in the post play. Amani Jenkins has filled in really nicely here the last couple seasons. Works really well in the system, and she's pretty fast.
Down the lane, pull up, missed. The rebound comes off to Johnston.
One key stat here, Dar. Yeager still has not scored this quarter.
She hadn't scored in the half.
This half,
sorry.
This
half.
And that's big.
Yeah. And there's the 3 by White.
Oh, she's going to be really good. Just a freshman. All the confidence in the world to shoot. And with Valley, it's kind of a different mix. You got a couple seniors, and then you got a lot of freshmen and sophomores kind of leading the way.
Crossover, spin, 2.
Somehow, that's her first point of the half.
Yeah, Aaliyah Riley, she had 8 first half, just 2 here, but here's Litt for 3.
Now they're starting to fall, but
I think Johnston's sagging a little more now. You know, that lead.
Late, yeah.
Well, you mentioned, you know, that's her first bucket. Riley, that's the thing down the lane. Tanky, she gets another one.
It's her first point of the half.
Yeah. But I was going to say, when you have all those scores, if you're, you know, everybody knows that anybody can score, then you're content to let somebody else score. You don't have to take it and shoot it. That's part of a good team too, you know.
Well, and with Riley,
what I was trying to say,
yeah,
you play as a team.
With Riley, it almost seems like, she's great throughout the whole season. And then when they get to Wells Fargo, there's just something different because Aaliyah has played so well at Wells Fargo the last couple of years that Coach Gillett can just lean on that.
Well, Johnston's full-scale substitutions here. Tanky's the only starter in there, I believe. And 1.
Is that Yeager?
Yep.
Valley gets Sioux City East on Saturday for the Invitational at Johnston High School. Sioux City East, top 10 team, 10th in the rankings.
So Yeager with the bucket. Free throw short. She's got 9. Averaging 16. There's a long three. Bounces off. Battle for the rebound. It goes off the back of Balsley.
Lisa Yeager headed to Northern Iowa to play basketball for the Panthers. She could have played volleyball for the Panthers. She could double sport if she wanted to, the way she's played.
She really came on in volleyball last couple
she
seasons.
did.
Just found her.
But she's going to fit in really well at UNI.
Yeah, with that team up there,
That's all Iowa high school athletes for the most part up there.
Yeah. And Yeager gets the rebound. Inside, she's triple teamed, and then they're going to call a held ball. It'll stay with Valley.
The name slips me. There's a dragon on that UNI team that's starting, and her name slips me. But
yeah,
hang on. McDermott,
yeah. Well, and sometimes UNI gets lost in the shuffle with Iowa State and Iowa being so good, and they've really Tanya Warren has done a great job with them, and there's a foul called.
And I'd argue, one of the second, Caitlin Clark, obviously one of the top Iowa high school athletes now playing at college in the state, but Katie Dennebear for our Drake is phenomenal.
Yeah, you're right, too. Drake. Dennebear has been one, she's really stepped up in college.
Unbelievable.
She took over and brought them the championship at Waukee, and now has done it here in college. And
I'm sure Johnston people don't like us talking about that, but
Yeah. Well, Allie Tanky, that's her only weakness here tonight, is she's missed 2 free throws, but hits that one, so she's 2 of 4 from the line. That's 22 points on the night for her.
She seems so humble about when she plays. Like, you'll never see her get excited, or at least it just feels like she's never really shows a ton of emotion. She just kind of does her job and really helps Johnston out.
Litt step back, hits a long 2.
I don't think a lot of people had doubts Johnston wouldn't be the #1 team, but if first place votes were a thing, Valley would have them all, or Johnston would have them all. It's just a very good night tonight by them, and I don't see Valley dropping it all.
No. And Yeager with a tough move inside. Just haven't had enough of that tonight. They've bracketed, and of course you have some starters out now.
6-point second quarter, 5-point third quarter. That'll be the big difference tonight.
Yep. And there's a foul on Valley. That'll go against White, I think. Second team foul.
Johnston only got to the line once this quarter, or half. It's either there once or second or third time.
This only once, yeah.
Also looks like it'll be another night goes by that I'll call a game that the bonus never came into play.
Yeah. Closest we got was in that second quarter when Valley had 4.
I want to know, are games getting quicker?
I got a thought on that from the game I did the other night.
I was just thinking about that. Are games quicker because of this?
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to go back and look at it, too, and see how many free throws and stuff were shot. I had the Dowling Waukee the other night, and the Waukee girls got behind. Well, then that really came into play because you're following them, and then if you go to the line and knock down 2, there's no way at all to come back, because it seemed like. Down the lane up and good by Avery Moon. And, I'm kind of waiting to the end of the season to see what I think of the whole thing,
I don't know. It's kind of like the shot clock in a way where I feel like there isn't much of a difference. Like, I'm sure if we'd go back to no shot clock, I'd notice something. But I don't know. It just feels like.
Well, the only thing is there's still time in a game where you have a minute and a half or a minute left where the team would dribble it down, which I don't know that it was so bad because if you play defense, you can stop that, but.
Like Johnston would be holding this thing all the way.
Yeah. Oh, nice little move inside.
Avery Ryan.
By Ryan. But inside McDaniel back out for 3. No good. Oh, good rebound. Put back up strong by Moon. But like I said, in that game, at least with the 1-and-1, you have a couple chances of getting one, come down and hit the 3, and maybe dragging yourself back into it.
You get 2, it's like, well, we need 2 misses, and 2 misses is really hard. It's tough to bank on.
Yeah, because if you're leading and you just get one of those, then, that's a big deal. And we're
What
going
a
to wind
statement.
down here. Yeah.
What a statement.
Johnston came out and said, okay, number 1, number 2, we're going to. So 67-50 to final here. Let's take a break and we'll come back, wrap up the girls game here after this on CISN.TV.
Our year-end Red Tag event is going on now at DeYarmond Automotive, Knoxville. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price, up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s, or 0% APR for 72 months on Bighorns, up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees, and our last 2023 Jeep Cherokee on sale for $40,990. Incredible year-end savings at DeYarmond Automotive, Knoxville. DeYarmondAuto.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Back here at Valley High School, the final 67-50, number 1 Johnston over number 2 Valley tonight. For Valley, Lee Yeager with 12 for Lon Litt, 10 for Kylie White, 6 for Avery Moon, 5 for Ashley Brown, and 5 for Kendall McDaniel. For
I got Tanky with unofficially 22.
22, okay.
Yep.
10 for Jenkins.
Yep.
23 for Lewis. No,
yep.
10 for Riley, 3 for Knetz, 2 for Ryan, and 2 for Balsley.
Yeah.
So
a lot of scoring.
Yeah. Now, Valley did have a 21-point fourth quarter, right? Yeah. Or excuse me, 11-point fourth quarter. No. Is that right?
I already closed my book.
I'm looking at 21. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, it took a while to get their scoring, but just Johnson overall, and they did control the tempo like they wanted. Early on, Valley was getting some stops and steals, but they couldn't convert on the other end.
Yeah, it was just very well put together basketball by Johnston. Valley style play. I mean, it's about what Valley does. They scored 50 points. They only averaged 53. So Johnston outplayed Valley in their type of game, and it's a good win for the Dragons.
So Valley will drop to 6-1 on the season. Johnston goes to 7-0. And rankings came out today. I can't imagine unless Valley loses a couple, they would fall.
We actually bring up the rankings in our game break show, so people will be able to see the rankings.
See with that? Okay, we do have the game break coming up.
We're going to toss it to the game break.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to.
We're going to self-promote here.
Yeah, self-promote. That's all right. Game break gives me a chance to take a little break
myself. Yeah.
All right, so Blake Walker, the fabulous Blake Walker, will be having the game break show coming up. We'll take a break here on CISN.TV. is over and one.
Hello and welcome to the CISN Game Break Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Thanks for joining us and sticking around in between your two games tonight. We got a lot coming up tonight. We're going to give out our Player of the Week from last week and our Team of the Week. We're also going to talk to Valley head coach Matt Utoff. We have a packed show ahead of us. Let's jump into our Player and Team of the Week from last week. Taking a look at our Player of the Week this week, it is none other than the sophomore, Jayla Williams of Ankeny High School for the Hawkettes. Jayla specifically in the win over Southeast Polk last night, 32 points for the sophomore. She went 13 of 23 from the field, 4 of 5 from the three-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And why not, while we're on the topic of Ankeny, give it to our Team of the Week, and it is the Ankeny Hawkettes, who went 4-0 last week, wins over Southeast Polk 62-56. They beat Ames 50-17, Indianola 81-35, and Waukee Northwest at 79-61. So the Ankeny Hawkettes are looking good to start the season, and so is Jayla Williams. Congratulations to her and the Ankeny Hawkettes for being our CISN Game Break Team of the Week. And new rankings were released today on Thursday, December 14th for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Class 5A basketball rankings. Johnston remains at number 1, West Des Moines Valley at number 2, Davenport North at number 3, Dowling Catholic is number 4, so the top 4 all remain the same. Waukee jumps Ankeny Centennial to the 5th spot. Centennial, despite being 3-3, sits at the 6th position. Pleasant Valley is at 7th, Ankeny is 8th, Cedar Falls is 9th, and Sioux City East rounds out your top 10. Cedar Rapids Prairie is 11th, Waukee Northwest at 3-4 is 12th, Southeast Polk at 3-4 is 13th, and the new team into the top 15 this week, Iowa City High is 14th at 3-3. Sioux City West rounds out your top 15 at the 15th position. Waterloo West was the only team to drop out. We are going to toss it to a break, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk with Matt Utoff of the Valley Tigers girls basketball team. You're watching the CISN Game Break Show.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Welcome back to the CISN Game Break Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. I had a chance to sit down with head coach Matt Utoff of the Valley girls basketball team to talk about their success to start the 2023-2024 basketball season. Here with Valley head coach Matt Utoff. Coach, appreciate you stopping on. First of all, congrats to the start of the season. A very good start to the year. 6-0, 3-0 in the conference. You get a tough game here with Johnston. We'll talk about that in a second, but you're winning, and you're winning in a very interesting style. You hold teams to one of the lowest point totals we've seen this year. What is the difference? What do you guys do on defense that is just working here to start the season that's keeping teams to such low totals?
Well, I think the first part is we get buy-in from our kids, right? So it's year 2 of our system. We installed a little bit different defensive system last year, and it took some time to implement. And we got to be a pretty good defensive team at the end of the year. Last season, thank goodness, because we had a hard time scoring. I think the nice thing about this year is, like I said, the kids have really bought in. We got some really nice athletes. We knew coming in that we had a nice mix of youth combined with some veteran leadership that can kind of help guide our youth. And success gives confidence, and our kids have seen, how hard they're working and how hard their efforts pay off with wins. And I think that's been vital early in the season for us.
Has anything really surprised you here to start the season? Has a player surprised you? Like you said, you're playing young. I mean, you have a couple freshmen that are really starting to step up. You got Elise Yeager leading the way. That senior leadership. What has anything surprised you to start this year?
I think it's been not really, I guess. We have a pretty extensive off-season program, and we go 4 days a week in the month of June. And so we really got some stuff installed. We were really able to see a lot of these kids play. And we felt we'd be pretty talented. I didn't know how good we would be, to be honest with you. I figured we'd be pretty good come February. I'd probably be lying if I thought we'd be 6-0 at this point in time. I knew we'd be in every single game, but we found a way to win. I think the biggest, probably not really surprised, but the thing I'm most proud of for our girls is last year we really struggled on the road. And I think we won one game on the road against CIML schools. And, this year we have 2 big wins at Dowling and Centennial, 2 of the hardest places to play. So really proud of that.
So you get Johnston here on Thursday night, a big game. You get Sioux City East on Saturday. Can't look past that one either. Let's talk about Johnston here for the most part. Number one, there's such a high-scoring offense. Obviously, you get a high-scoring offense with your clashing defense. What have you guys honed in on this week in practice-wise? Because you've had this week to prepare. You haven't played anyone since Centennial last week.
Yeah, Johnston's really, really good. I mean, they got 5 or 6 scholarship athletes or scholarship basketball players, not just athletes, many more. They play so fast and they can shoot it extremely well. So I think the big emphasis this week has been transition defense, getting our defense set, making them, we know they're going to score. We're not going to hold Johnston to 32 points or 33 points. That's crazy to think, but we got to, we've talked about a number that we like, that we feel would put us in a position to win, somewhere in between what we're giving up and what they're scoring. But it's transition D's been key. Communication's been key. Like I said, they have so many talented girls. We have to know where a couple of them are at on the floor at all times, because if not, they can score, and they can score in bunches.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate your time, and good luck to you and your girls on Thursday night.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yep. Thank you so much, Coach. Once again, want to thank Coach Matt Utah for his time coming to talk to us here on the CISN Game Break Show. We really greatly appreciate it. And his team is off to a very good start this season. That will do it for us here on the CISN Game Break Show. We want to wish you a very happy holiday. We will not have a show next week, but we'll be back for the year. We hope you enjoy your second game. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Happy holidays, everyone, and enjoy the game.
Back here at Cold Iron Fieldhouse. Sorry about that, a little loud. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker, who you just saw there in the, what's that show you call it?
Game Break Show.
Game Break Show, yeah.
I want to give our first news, our breaking news. It is changing its name, but when winter break ends, it is going to be called the CISN Fast Break Show. Because Randy and I were 2 dumb people and didn't think of it, and we were sitting in the studio this week, and we said, you know what? Game break, fast break. We'll just call it fast break. So the show is changing its name over winter break.
Yeah, but isn't it a game break because you're in between games?
Yeah, but we might as well put a play on words and fast break, basketball, whatever. Let's just get to the game.
Fast break, yeah.
We don't need to worry about that. We got a good one here.
I know they wanted me to be a guest, but they couldn't meet my per diem amount to be on there.
Well, so, yeah, sometimes we need to go to you to interview a coach if they don't want to talk to me. But
yeah, well, it's good, and that's the trouble in basketball. Sometimes it's hard. You want to get the coaches up between games sometimes, but
everybody moves.
It's not as easy, and coaches are things to do. But and that was my favorite part of the football was talking to the coaches.
Absolutely.
Pregame, you get a little feel, and they'll tell you stuff, and of course here at Valley, Gary Swenson's one of
you and Gary are best buddies.
Well, talk about a guy though. He lays it out there. He said, "Yeah, we need to win every game," or he'll say, "Yeah, I think this is a game we should win on paper," and that, and none of the coach speak, well, we got, but of course when you've been doing it as long as he has, but anyway, so What's your read on this one here tonight?
Johnston, they're a very interesting team. 3-3. They're either hot or they're cold. You know, they've had a couple good games. They've had a couple where they've struggled. Travari Cavill, the transfer from Des Moines Lincoln, he leads the way with 14 points per contest. But other than that, it's kind of just pick and choose. You can put names in a hat and pull one out and say, okay, this guy will go off tonight. For Valley, just got beat by Ankeny Centennial. They didn't shoot the ball well at all. They couldn't get to the foul line. Just a really bad game for Valley. I think they needed a loss just to take that pressure off from obviously Zay Robinson. Doesn't look like he's still back yet, but I don't know. Valley's good night to get back on track here if you're the Tigers.
And time for a starting lineups here.
Between the Dragons of Johnston High School and your Valley Tigers. Our officials for tonight's game are Will Dotson, Tyler Wellendorf, and Johnny Getting. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Johnston Dragons, number 3, Travari Cavill. And for the Valley Tigers, number 2, Kiki Deng. For the Dragons, number 4, Taylor Proctor. And for the Tigers, number 12, Kyle Mason. For Johnston, number 5, Jalen Richardson. And for Valley, number 24, Jaden McGregory. For the Dragons, number 24, Dalen Houston. And for the Tigers, number 30, Curtis Stinson. Dragons, number 33, Alec Bauer. And for the Valley Tigers, number 52, Trevin Yerrick. The Dragons are led by head coach Courtney Henderson and the assistant coaches of Justin Ruddy and Nicholas Wagner. Tigers are led by head coach BJ Windhorst and the assistant coaches are Matt Howard, Willie Martin, and Evan Pierce.
And there's your starting lineups. Valley kind of snuck up. Everybody was watching Waukee and
last year,
and we saw them. They had a couple of games where they didn't look real good, but they got it together and made that great state tournament run last year. And
I said it when I called their Centennial game last week. Nobody expected them to do anything as sophomores, and they went out and won a state championship. And now you're like, well, I hate to say it, you're all juniors now, and we expect you to win 2 more. So, a little bit more pressure.
That's the thing, the expectations. We talked a little bit about the Johnston girls. They seem to have handled that. They're used to being there, but it's a little different here. We'll see how Valley, throughout the season, handles this. Houston in there, jumping up against Yerrick. And Yerrick slaps it back and picked up by Kiki Deng. As Valley in the white uniforms, Johnston in the purple. Over on the right side. Now inside. Turnaround, Yerrick is good for 2.
He brings pretty good height for him, 6'9". As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he can really get things rolling on the offensive side of the ball.
Here's Johnston working the offensive set. 3 is off, no good. And Valley back at it on the other end. Out to Yerrick. He'll drive in. Looked like he took a few steps there, but
I think he got a bump and he stayed on that pivot foot just enough.
No good. Rebound Stinson. Curtis Stinson. He'll take it all the way down, kick it out. Kiki Deng for 3. Rolls around, rattles, and then circles and down.
That was one thing against Centennial. Valley could not hit from beyond the 3-point line. I'm sure that's something they're really going to want to get on here tonight.
Here's Johnston. Up top to Richardson. He spins through, has his pocket picked by Deng. Up ahead. Dunk! The flush. My Valley in a quick timeout there as McGregory And let's see the replay.
Hopping out of the gym. Really good read the whole way.
Yeah. Stripped by Dang. Just a little shovel up and boom.
That's the Valley that we expect to see. Just a high-flying team that can really run. That's what I think just caught also a lot of people off guard at the state tournament last year. Like, where in the world did this team come from?
Yeah,
just a bunch of high-flying athletes.
Yeah, all this size and everything.
Yeah.
And, well, you knew about Stinson
Yes,
because of his
yeah.
pedigree
Yep.
and background with his dad, but yeah, then where are all these young kids coming, that
And
were,
right
yeah.
now, I mean, Zay's not even playing. Robinson's still out from that shoulder surgery.
Easy for you to
that
say.
he had during football. So, they'll get him back eventually, and they're just very deep, and they're still very young.
Dalen Houston drives, but high bounce on it, and he walked, and Valley will get it back.
Dalen's also a really nice surprise for Johnston. Transfers in from Marshalltown. Played wide receiver, quarterback at Marshalltown, played wide receiver here for Valley. Johnston, he can also jump and really get the ball through the basket here.
Urick hands off. Stinson for a long three is good. So 4 Valley players have scored. They go down there. Well, they're way too long, but down the lane, and now Urick rebounds it, gets it out to Stinson. Stinson backs in. Urick. Dang, looking for Stinson on the baseline. He handles it. Back to Urick. A lot of good passing here. They haven't been able to connect yet, and then Stinson finally does.
I don't think you could ask for a better start to the game. Coach Henderson's got a lot cut out for him here for Johnston. Going to have to figure something out here rolling early.
12-0 run to start it for Valley. Driving in, spinning is Proctor, has it knocked away. Quickly back the other way. McGregory down, and it'll stay with Valley. Now 3 substitutions coming in for Johnston right away. Prestige Taylor, Carter Loney, and we'll get the other one for you here in a second. Stinson up top with it, gets it off to McGregory. Back over to Deng, or rotate it, looking for Urick posting. Now get it to him. All the way across, McGregory looked at the 3 and then fakes, drives in, nice block. By Carter Loney off the bench, comes in and gets a big defensive play. Somehow kept alive in the corner. I thought that rolled out, but
how far is that floor back there?
And little reverse. Kiki Dang. 14-0 lead here.
This is the Valley I think we all thought we would see this year. Just very athletic, moving across the floor.
On the drive, pull up short, rebound McGregory. Off the miss by Day. Now Dang gets a high screen from Urick, gets it back to him. He fakes. Stinson will pull up for 3. Short. Rebound comes off to Day. Day all the way coast to coast and gets it to go. Are on the board with 4:02 to play here.
Needed it after 4 minutes there, but
halfway through the first quarter, now there's Urick posting and shoots it from the
in a game where Valley couldn't hit the broadside of a barn against Centennial. Now they're hitting everything. Bad game for Johnston to get the Tigers here.
There's a 3.
That's Day again.
Day with the 3. Stinson up and gets the roll. And there's a bucket by Johnston.
Jalen Richardson, I think, caught the inside there, just got a little bit of contact. I think Coach Henderson's telling his team, just keep getting it down low. Yes, it wasn't working to start, but
Valley built that 12-0 lead. Now whip it over to Urick. Down baseline, McGregory. 3 is long and battle for the rebound. Held ball will go to Johnston. In comes
I think Isaiah Pinks checks in for Valley. Still time to salvage a quarter here for Johnston.
Yeah, they still, string together a few. That one long. McGregory pokes it out of there. He's going to take it all the way down, up and good. McGregory.
He's just a sophomore. I mean, he can move down the floor, and saw what he was really made out of near the end of the football season, really.
Pull up, no good. Here comes McGregory. Long three by Stinson, and the rebound comes off to Loney.
Yeah, so Valley made a change. Urich did not start at center against Centennial. It was McGregor. Obviously, Urich taller, but.
Put back up, no good. Loney gets it.
Nice job. Nice job by Carter Loney, staying within it and not backing down, putting it back up in.
Stinson gets it out to Dang. Short for three, Stinson right there. Spins, puts it up, draws the foul. I think that'll go against Richardson.
Yes.
And our first foul, a minute 32 into the game here.
Which feels impossible.
Yeah, it seems like, although Valley jumped out real quick there.
They moved quick.
Stinson to the line. Hits it.
Courtney Henderson, obviously first season here with Johnston, felt like a really good match. I still think it is a great match. You got a Johnston team that's used to making it to the state tournament, fell short to Ames 2 years ago, and then you bring in Henderson, led Des Moines Hoover to the state tournament last season. Obviously fell to Xavier in the first round, but just a good pairing. Felt like it was right when they hired Courtney for the job.
9 points already for Stinson. 86% free throw shooter. He got both of those, so 13-point lead for Valley. Johnston rotates it over. Taylor bounce inside. Backing in, kicks it back out to Richardson. Stinson all over him. Now spins the lane. Breaks free. Richardson showing some move.
He's only averaging 9 per game, but yeah, he can move. I mean, he can get down on the inside, get a couple guys to miss.
In there on the post. Knocked away. And the foul. As Taylor took it down and got fouled by Kyle Carson.
A lot of credit to Johnston, not backing down. I mean, you get down early like that, you can really deteriorate as a team. But they're hanging tough here.
Taylor to the line to shoot two. 63% free throw shooter. Hits that one. Urich back in there for the Tigers.
66% free throw team overall, so not terrible.
Hits both of them. And it's a 9-point lead. They got it below double digits here.
Not bad. Got to 14, I think.
Stinson down the lane.
He is the perfect size. I guess he can get down low, kind of force his way in, really does a great job.
11 points here.
I love that Loney and Urich are on the floor at the same time. That's a fun matchup. Loney 6'11".
About a 3-second differential or 2-second differential here on the shot game clock. They run it down the lane and leaves it a little short. Rebound pulled down by Valley. Throws it long. Stinson, can he turn and shoot it? Nope, the clock will run out. So what a good late defense there by Johnston. And it'll be 24-13 here after one. We'll take a break. Be back for the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Our Our year-end red tag event is going on now at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price, up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s, or 0% APR for 72 months on Bighorns, up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees, and our last 2023 Jeep Cherokee on sale for $40,990. Incredible year-end savings at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. DeYarmanAuto.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Valley will start the second half with the ball. An 11-point lead. Long three is off, no good by Kyle Kaysen.
I was going to say, he was quiet. I mean, he didn't really do much in the first quarter, and he usually hits quite a few shots there.
Now Henderson calling the play. Looks like Johnston going to slow it down a little bit. Go down on the block. Back it in, kick it out. Back over. Bowden now up top again. Day, right side with it. Pull up. No good. Rebound Urick. Off the miss by Taylor. Gregory stop and go. Gets double teamed. Dishes it off. Stinson will reset it over to Kiki Ding. They cut through. Everybody cuts through. Nothing there. Urick now bounce pass inside. Nice look. Kaysen couldn't get it to fall, but a nice bounce pass in the lane. And up and good by Prestige Taylor. Shades of the Dr. Tom era there.
I unfortunately was not alive or conscious at that time, but I wish I was.
Don't make me feel old. Jeez.
Well, that's the thing with like Curtis Stinson's dad. I was like, well, I never really got to watch him, but
Stinson gets it out. Gregory now back over Ding for three. Boom. Kiki Ding with 8.
Really unselfish basketball. Could have maybe taken a tough shot, but found Kiki wide open.
And the thing is, those threes are much easier when you get it inside and shoot it back out. Here's Taylor.
And it's just got to be a breath of fresh air for Valley because, I mean, they were not looking like themselves against Centennial.
Down the lane, runner is good by Tino Day. He's got 7.
Boy, he's really working hard down low. He's so fast. I mean, it's hard for anybody to really keep up with him.
Inside, looking for Urick. Can't get it. I was just about to say, Johnson needs a little run to reel it back down below 10 again, but
Quincy,
in for Johnston is
Quincy Seamer. I don't think, when I called Waukee Northwestern Johnson, I don't think he played any, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't have him on my top sheet here for.
Be curious how much he's played.
Quincy Seamer.
Just his second game of the year. He has 2 points. So Henderson's trying a couple things. Seamer's 6'6", so.
Yeah, get a little more size. He's a senior.
I was just surprised that Loney came out for him. Because I felt like that was a pretty good matchup with him and Urick.
Down the lane, kick back for 3. Good! By Richardson.
Very good response.
Down to 7 here. 32nd timeout. So we'll see the replay here. Then we'll talk a little about kind of moving it around, drive and kick. And Johnson has tried to, after the run and gun by Valley, they've tried to slow it down. They've been successful in the way here, haven't they?
Yeah, and in a way, for Valley on offense, Valley might just need to keep running and gunning. It just feels like that's what's going to have to happen here. because when they slow down, yeah, they still get good shots, but it was really working when the offense was moving fast.
Yeah, they bolted out to 12-0 and then built it to 14-2.
Yeah.
And then now the lead down to 7 with that 3. Johnston feels they get a couple more stops here. Their chance to get right, well, they're not out of it, but, you know, cut it down even more. Stinson will inbound on the far side. Throws it in the backcourt to Kaysen.
Was it 14-0 at the start?
Well, it was 12-0,
yeah.
and then they got the 2, and then it was 14-2. So, yeah, it was a 12-0 run.
Dragons just haven't backed down. I mean, they've stayed on top of things here. And
now they get the turnover here. And Prestige Taylor brings it up. Gets it off to Richardson. Richardson driving against Deng. Drives by him, and that's part of the issue. You got Urick and Deng. They have a lot of length.
But they're not afraid to go down low.
Yeah.
I think they're hoping maybe they get fouled a little bit more.
Draw
We still
foul. But
really haven't seen a foul.
That time Urick and Deng both kind of they keep the arms out and didn't foul him with the body.
I mean, it's the same officiating crew from the girls' game, and there weren't a lot of fouls in the girls' game in general, so you don't expect them a ton here.
Out wide with it. Now back, down
Nice.
low. Urick wraps around, up and good.
Really nice job. Even better, wanted the contact. Could have been an and one, but he'll take it.
And that one is up and good. Richardson. So matching baskets here, back and forth. They throw it out deep. Now back over, Deng for 3, left side. He likes that shot, and he hits it.
Yeah,
3 threes for Deng, 11 points.
It's working here. The three-point line is now Valley's friend. Needed that badly here tonight.
Lead back up to the double digit of 10.
Johnston does not want to move fast.
No, they want to, They want to
would-
slow down the fast break.
Would love to keep this thing low.
Work it, drive. Whoa, great job there by Cavill. He kept his body between him and the defender, got it up there. Now a 3, good.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the sharpshooter if you need him.
Kaysen looked around, and nobody came out, so let's put it up. He does. Lead back up to 11.
Like you said.
3 off, no good, and Kaysen battling for the rebound. They're going to be a held ball. Will stay with Johnston. And in for Johnston will be Taylor Proctor.
Well, and you said trading points, and that's fine. But when you got down 14-0, you can't really afford to trade baskets.
And you got to get a little run.
Yeah, you got to
here
have
and
to get a
there.
run going.
Wing it out there. Now over to Day.
Even Coach Windhorst telling his defense to calm down.
Taken away, Stinson. Up ahead, Kaysen leaves it a little short.
That was clean. I don't think he even got touched. I think he just thought he was going to get touched.
Yeah, Day got back, and now right to the bucket, but can't get it to go. Here's Stinson. Valley running again. Stinson takes it himself, doesn't fall. Kaysen put back good.
There were 3 guys there, and Kaysen caught it right in his lap and went back up for the rebound.
Lead back up to 13. There's a 3 short, rebound Deng. He looks up the floor. Had Urick breaking out there, but keeps it himself. Drives, Urick, right hand sneaks it up there. Now dives on the floor to get it. And
Just got the timeout.
timeout called.
30-second
timeout. So just a short run by Johnston. Got it under double digits, but now Valley back running again.
Yeah, I was going to say.
As soon as they get that ball, it's up the floor.
Usually off a miss, yes. Off a make, yeah, they'll slow it down. But off a miss, Valley wants to go. So, Johnston has shown no sign of wanting to move fast, and they're going to keep it slow for their sake. But also, three-point line's been good to Valley. Johnston just struggling to hit.
So Valley will get it under the basket. Stinson gets it in there to McGregor. Marcus McGregor is back in. Gives Urick a little rest. And over to Pinks.
You got McGregor back in the ballgame for Urick, so you kind of lose your size.
Pinks comes up. Now they go into the post. Gonna test McGregor. He holds his own in there.
Yeah,
bodies up.
He doesn't have the height, but
No.
he sure does have the size, and that time Dalen Houston just couldn't do anything.
He did not give up ground. There's a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Proctor. And kind of almost, had him trapped over there in the corner. He gets it back out to Richardson. And again, Johnston trying to slow it a little bit. But everybody kind of standing.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of movement. It was a quick 5-out offense for a second.
Shot clock was down to 5. Now they get the rebound now. I think he's saying there should be 3 on the shot clock because
I don't know.
Did it hit the rim?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's a really tough call to make considering we don't have replay.
Yeah, but I think he was right because I wondered because the shot clock
It went a little high, yeah.
reset, but it didn't. I don't think the ball ever caught the rim, so it'll be
Interesting.
3 seconds.
It's a tough call.
They lob it in. You're going to have to get a shot off quick. 2-1. He does. Oh, almost got the banker to go as Urick is back in now. And now we'll see shot clock off. Valley if they play for 1 here.
Looks like they are. Nice little weave.
Yep, up high. Urick to McGregory. He goes through to Deng for 3. And he gets fouled. That's his spot. He's hit a couple from there.
I don't know if Cavill landed in his landing space or what. I don't think that's a rule like the NBA, but
his second team foul, which won't matter, will reset.
It's just their first of the quarter.
Yeah, first of the quarter, and there's Deng. It's the free throw.
Has Valley committed a foul? All court, like all half?
Just one.
Oh, just one.
Kyle Kaysen had one down there.
I was going to say.
Second free throw is good. Deng hits all 3. He's just a 50% free throw shooter, but he hits all 3 there.
Really good night.
Down the lane, kick out for 3. Good! At the buzzer, Tino Deng hits it, but it's a 13-point Valley lead. Let's see it here as he comes down the floor. Then kicked out, Day in the corner, boom. 4
Valley Tigers were down low there.
Yeah, they kick it out. So at halftime, it's 40-27 here. Valley leading. We'll take a break, come back, run down some of the stats in the first half after this on CISN.TV.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Get 3.9% for 66 months on new F-150s, plus $47.50 rebate. New Bronco Sports and Escapes, both 1.9% for 66 months, plus up to $2,000 rebate. And the all-electric Mach-E. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Incredible year-end savings going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Here at Valley, you see the pep band with the holidays, the Christmas spirit, the Santa hat on the. I don't think that's a real dog, or is that a lamb? Is that a lamb?
Christmas lamb.
Oh, Christmas lamb.
You know, it's crazy. They literally set up that pep band halfway through the girls' game. They were bringing in that giant platform that the drums are on, and
well, at least they're here. You know,
it's a busy night here at Valley. They got
swimming going. Yeah, I wondered. I showed up and I thought, man, they're going to be a huge crowd for the basketball game.
I smelled the chlorine and was like,
yeah, and then but the swim meet, and then you have the JV games and stuff going on in the other gyms, so it was kind of packed. Let's we'll run down the scoring for you here in the first half for Johnston. Tino Day leading them with 10 points, 2 threes. Or Jalen Richardson with 9, 4 for Prestige Taylor, 2 for Very Cabell, 2 for Carter Loney. For Valley, Kiki Ding has done it all. He's got 3 threes, a 2, and 3 free throws after he got fouled while shooting a 3. And you're mesmerized by that dog, aren't you? And then so 14 points, 11 for Curtis Stinson, all those coming in the first quarter. 5 for Kyle Kaysen, 4 for Jaden McGregory, and 6 for Trevor Urich. Outscored them 24-13 after 1, and then 16-14 thereafter in the second quarter. But Valley pulled out 12-0 before it was 4:02 before Johnston got on the board.
That's the big difference maker. I mean, you know, you're looking at a 13-point lead, got up 14-0. It's hard to come back down from 14 points, especially in high school basketball. So, yes, Johnston has played better, but man, that first 4 minutes, I should say, where Johnston did not score and Valley did, that was just a really tough break.
And we saw last year at times where Valley race out to a big lead and then let a team come back on them, you know. And, this is the first time I've seen them this year, but I think that's one of the things, and maybe with a little of that maturity, you talk about how young they were last year and kind of stuck through there, so we'll see. Who else have you seen? I've seen Waukee and Dowling a little bit. Who else have you seen here on the boys' side?
Waukee Northwest, I watched them. Coach Powell, it's a tough year. I mean, it's just they're young, both on the boys and girls side. I think Waukee is right there. I think Waukee, a lot of people have been wondering, who is the number 1 team? Is it Waukee or is it Valley? I really don't know if I can choose. The one team that has been very surprising is Linn-Mar. Linn-Mar is 4-0 on the season. All 4 of their wins have come by 4 points or less, and they beat Waukee 61-59. It's not like they're beating bad teams. So I think Linn-Mar is a very interesting team. If you remember, we called Linn-Mar's game against Ankeny last year here.
Yeah, here, yeah.
And it was like, Linn-Mar was just like, they were all right. I think, you know, Valley obviously is pretty good, talented. Dowling Catholic is very interesting. Centennial seems like could be a very hot on and off team. And don't count out Urbandale. Urbandale beat Johnston the other night, and they're not losing by a lot.
No, they've been, because, I was kind of flipping through
I think Uecker is the kid's name. He's averaging like 18 a game. They're not losing by a ton.
They've been right in it. No, you know, and you got to think, this is December, and as they they get, go through, they get a little better there. And they've been down for a little bit and trying to, come back. But, yeah, so that.
It's a fun year. I mean, in 4A, like, Valley is the favorite. Just doesn't feel like there's a true champion we can crown yet.
No, it doesn't feel like the runaway, like Johnston right now is Johnston and then the rest below him and the girls.
Doesn't feel like we have.
Let's take a break here. It's 40-27 Valley at half on CISN.TV.
Ask Joe, why do you often say Westside Auto instead of Westside Auto Pros? Because I think I shouldn't have to tell you we're the pros. That's what you expect. Many places will tell you that they're honest and will fix your car right the first time and that they're friendly. Well, duh, isn't that what you expect? How about this? I'll put my claims in writing. The Westside Auto lifetime warranty on any repairs we do. That's an offer no other auto repair shop in this area is doing. For the best, head west, Westside Auto Pros.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
We're at halftime here. Halftime clock winding down. Valley and Johnston. 40-27, Valley roared out to a 12-0 lead. Johnston had it below double digits at one point, but trying to slow the Valley running game, Blake Walker, has been a little bit of the issue for Johnston.
When Johnston misses shots, I feel like that's when Valley has been at their best, getting it back down the floor. So I think if they can keep doing that, they're going to be in a pretty good spot. But, Johnston just kind of keep hanging tough here. I don't think, he can't go away just yet. It's just kind of one of those things they're going to have to keep an eye out on.
We talked about it. They haven't had any run of their own, really.
Yeah.
They had a couple buckets, but they need to get just a little run to kind of pull back, even put a little more pressure on Valley here.
We were talking about the teams, and I saw a couple others. Eastern Iowa, so you got Linmar, Kennedy, very good again. And then I completely forgot, there is another McCaffrey kid, and he's still junior. Jack McCaffrey over at Iowa City West is doing really well. So I don't know, Eastern Iowa could be the team to watch this year.
Now that's interesting because he has said that he doesn't want to play.
He's not going to play at Iowa.
Coach.
No, he's not. We know he's not going to go to Iowa.
But you wonder if that means is Dad looking at maybe retiring and going and watching him play, or who knows?
I know it's been a while since an Eastern Iowa school has won at the state tournament. I know it's 2002 was the last time a Western Iowa team won. You got to go back to Sioux City East in 2002, the last time someone from Western Iowa won. But granted, there's not a lot of schools over there.
Well, there's a few, but
Lincoln, Jefferson,
the Sioux Cities.
Yep.
Well, Valley starts with the ball here to start the second half. Stinson lobs it into Urich. He gets underneath Stinson. Stinson just slid down the lane. Nobody picked him up.
Just kind of slipped through a couple screens, work your way down low.
Makes 13 points for Stinson now.
About to be 14.
And with a dunk. Stinson gets the flush. He had 11 in the first quarter, none in the second. Now opens the third quarter with 4.
They've now almost matched their point total from Centennial last week.
There's a 3, rolls down and out, kisses the glass and goes through. Alec Bauer. That time it only took him a minute to get on the board. The start of the first half, it took him all the way halfway through. Kiki Deng makes a shoe adjustment there and then comes over.
He's been hopping around.
Oh. McGregor is trying to go back door. Urick put it there, and then it didn't go. So let's see that. Stinson here jumps through, pokes it out, goes down on just the right-handed stuff. So that's what, 2 dunks tonight, right?
Yeah.
There's a 3, no good, and they'll go to Valley. Come out and put the lead up to 14. That's their biggest lead. 13 was in the first half. And here comes the Tigers again. Kaysen over to McGregory. He'll drive through. Back up top. Deng across. And he looked at the 3 and shuffled.
Yeah. It's crazy because on Valley's roster, some people might say, well, who is their best player? I don't really think you can choose. Like, they're just all really solid, and they all can contribute in different ways. And when they're all on fire and it all clicks.
Blocked by Deng.
Like that. I mean, you think Kiki's just an offensive threat. Oh, he can play defense.
And Stinson is just a constant, scoring-wise. He's going to be there, ball handler. And Deng blocks it again. Stinson is on the breakaway. Let's see what he does this time. And just a 2-handed flush there. Stinson with...
It's only December. You can't be hurting yourself.
No.
You can't be hurting yourself.
He kind of hung up there a little bit. I was wondering if he might get the tee because there was nobody around him. But full time out here. Let's see it here again. As Deng gets the block. Urick the throw out. And this time just a little easy up and 2-handed flush. Timeout. Let's take a break here on CISN.TV.
Our year-end Red Tag event is going on now at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Get up to $12,500 off MSRP on new Silverado 1500 Turbo Max and up to $8,000 off on our last 2 2023 Silverado 1500 High Country. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Incredible year-end savings at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. DeYarmanAuto.com.
See the Johnston huddle there. Coach Henderson Courtney Henderson trying to figure this Valley team out a little bit and stop them from running. As we saw, even there they got the block and then they had the run out on the dunk by Stinson. So it's tough because you let this Valley team get behind you a step and they're gone.
And it feels weird. I mean, it's the largest lead of the game. Doesn't seem like it is, but that's kind of how it's worked out.
And the trouble is when you need to get back into it and you're slowing it down a little bit, then you got to hit some shots. On the drive, the kick. A nice fake there. Now inside 6 seconds on the block. Down the lane, rudder is good. My Richardson.
Much needed basket.
Back the other way. Dang! Acrobatic gets it up and good.
I have no idea how that thing rolled in.
Let's see it here.
I mean, look at that. He's already running.
Contorts through the defender. And hits the free throw. Foul was on Bauer. First here of the third quarter. Now they turn the pressure up a little bit. 3-pointer away and good.
It's always nice when your tall guys can start hitting shots.
Yeah, Lodi hits the 3 outside. Stinson up top. Over to Deng. Kiki Deng takes it back inside. Cross. Stinson. Nice through the defenders and puts it up.
He is just that go-to guard. Yeah. I mean, if you can't hit anything, give it to Curtis. See what he can do.
8 points in the quarter, 19 overall. He had 11 in the first quarter, none in the second, now 8 here in the third. As we head toward the halfway mark of the third quarter, Johnston trying to solve the defense. Trying to go down the lane. Urick pokes it away with 10 on the shot clock. Quincy Seimer comes in.
A little bit of height back out on the floor for the Dragons.
And they lob it deep today. He comes down the lane, gets a block. Kaysen out to McGregory, and he lays it in. Looked like he was going up for the dunk.
I think he wanted to.
Yeah.
He almost did a tomahawk earlier, but.
There's a three the other way, no good. Dang, rebound. It's turning, just look up the floor. Dang goes in, and he gets fouled. I think that will go against Taylor. Let's see here. Yep. His second team foul. Yeah, he kind of came in, cupped it like he was going to go up and tomahawk it, but then just laid it in.
Again, it's only December. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta.
Don't want to get hurt before break.
Save it for later. Urick inside and one.
Just, at will right now for Valley. Just get it down low. Not really having to worry.
Seimer with his third team foul now, and Urick misses the free throw. He's got 8 points, 2 here in the second half. Rotated over for three, no good. Rebound, battle for, pulled down by McGregory. Stinson back to McGregory. He'll drive, gets it blocked. Nice defense there by Cable.
Jabari hasn't done a ton tonight offensively, just kind of been stuck. And he's been a big boost from a transfer, I should say, out of Des Moines Lincoln. So
Boughton in for Johnston, Pink's in for Valley, and also back in is Marcus McGregor for Valley. Up top is Day. Kick out for three, no good. And Johnston cannot get the long ball to fall right now.
Yeah. It's about what Valley was last week. You just can't hit.
Dished off to Deng. Back over for three, no good. Rebound underneath by Seimer. Baseline. Three, no good. Deng rebound. Quickly up ahead. Stinson a little too high on the pass.
Well, and for Johnston, they really aren't taking it inside. They're just kind of settling or, saying, all right, we'll just take our shots at the top of the key. So, it's just kind of been a tough spot to go to for most of the night.
Back up, Taylor. Inside, nice look that time.
Nice play.
Seimer.
Good minutes here for Seimer. For someone that came in only playing 2 games so far, or 1 game, this is only his second game played.
Yeah, just 2 points. He's matched his season total so far in these 2 games. But you're right, he's given him some good minutes, a little size in there. McGregor comes out, backs in, gives a little screen. McGregory tries a reverse layup, not going to fall, and it's knocked out of bounds.
That is an interesting way to go about it.
Yeah,
it's easier to roll, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
back into him, just
might be easier not to move, or have a moving screen.
Now he gets an old-fashioned screen. Dang with the reversal.
Well, he's having a great night.
19 for Kiki Dang.
Big night.
He's done it every which way. Here's three, bounces high, almost went down, but comes off for Seimer. McGregory looks over to Pinks. Into McGregor. Oh, nice move by the big man. Spins around.
Anytime you can feel it on your hip and you're like, well, he's not here, I'll spin back around. Nicely done by McGregor.
Kept him on the hip, went in there, down the lane, a runner. Good by Day. He's got his first points of the second half, has 12 overall. It's still a 20-point lead for Valleys. We're under a minute to play. Just big hole to start, and they haven't been able to come back. Stinson drives, gets a little contact there. Now the run out for Johnston, and he missed the dunk.
A little too hard. Caught the back iron.
That's about the first run out we've seen from Johnston here.
And you just feel like in that moment, you might as well just lay it up.
Yeah, just lay it up.
Points, but I get it. You want to dunk.
Foul on the baseline. I think that'll go against Taylor.
Could you ever dunk when you play basketball?
With a mini tramp or not? I could get it up I couldn't palm the ball, so I could lay it up over, but not dunk it.
I peaked at 5'11", and I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to have to get in some serious shape if I want to dunk. I probably could, but not right now.
I could get up high enough, but not to, to lay it over the top, so finger rolled it.
Oh, yeah.
Wish we had a guy that dunked in practice and pulled down the glass backboard. There's a three, rolls out, and that'll do it for the quarter. Valley up 59-39. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We will go to the fourth quarter here. And Valley leading by 20. Outscored them 19-12 in that third quarter. Johnston in the purple, starting with the ball stolen away. Kaysen. He'll take it all the way in. Short. Dang battles for it. And they'll say it stays there. It went off Johnston.
How many fouls has Valley been called for tonight? Two?
Uno.
One foul. One foul all night. Not like there's been a lot of contact.
No.
It's truly just been a weird game.
Well, yeah, because they've raced out a lot,
Yeah.
and then Johnston hasn't attacked the basket a lot. There's Stinson. Oh, that was a pretty little turnaround for Stinson. He's got 21. Looked at the three, down the lane, double clutch, but Urich blocks it anyway. Getting there among the trees, and it's tough.
Tino's only a sophomore. If he's playing like he is now.
Oh, dang. Missed one. He just left a little too hard, but gets the putback. He's got 21. Here's the run out for Dang. Double clutches. Oh, he got it to go. Dang. 23. That's what Johnston is saying. Dang, dang, dang.
He's everywhere.
And stepped on the sideline there.
Take a look at the block. Or nope,
no,
that's
a steal.
Stealing shot.
And Dang, look at this. He kind of sideways body, and he got it just to hang on the rim there. When it's fallen, it's fallen.
I go back to it. You get Zay Robinson back on the floor. I mean, yes, Valley's good right now, and had a really bad off night against Centennial, but man,
Kaysen did a nice little move and then got the foul.
You get Zay back, things get really fun for Valley.
Taylor Proctor is first, the first of the quarter.
And we talked about in the beginning the pressure, the pressure to win. Talking to Mesa Costello last week, he's like, that's why he thinks Waukee might be better than they were last year, because he's like, last year we had top 10 player in the entire United States. It's like you were expected to win big and blow out. He's like, now we just play our game,
Oh, yeah, you can go out. There is something to that. You go out a little freer and we'll see. I talked about the Johnston girls. They've been used to being number one and going through, and we'll see if that gets to them as you move through the season. But
I'll always now forever go back to Dayton Hartford volleyball. Looked unstoppable and then get to the title and lose. So,
well, same in basketball. They came in last year and were just rolling over everybody. They got behind and then it was trouble.
That's it.
Long shot off, no good by McGregory. Back the other way. Proctor. Down the lane, no good. Rebound battled for, pulled out of there. Yeah, because we do all these games. Down ding, whoops. And the putback by Stinson. I was just going to say, we do all these games and we forget these are high school kids, teenagers.
Well, nowadays, it is crazy. Nowadays, some of these, it feels like college. But
yeah, because, even when I was in school and you were in school, it seems like the size and the speed has increased so much because they're playing all the time and
they're bigger than I was.
They're lifting and doing. Yeah, me too. When you did, and all these games they play now.
Yeah, and I know everybody came into this year and they're like, well, who knows what'll happen because there's no Peyton or there's no Price Sanford, there's no Omaha Blue. That didn't matter. There's still tons of really good athletes.
Yeah,
they just might not have the huge names, but they're going to make names for themselves as the season goes on.
Stinson pull back, three is good. Well, and that's the thing too. And in this league, even teams, Johnston's got some good players now.
Absolutely,
they're not doing as good tonight against Valley, but you come out every night, you're playing against some good players. And there's a foul, a little reach, I think.
And it's any given night. Every time we talk to head coaches, they're like, well, we play in the CIML, so we're getting the best every single night. You look at like Ankeny beat Waukee last year in the regular season. Like it's just weird how that happens. And I'm sure Ankeny Centennial probably doesn't want to have to play Valley again later this season because you're going to get a Valley team that's not going to want to repeat what they did last week.
Jalen Richardson gets on the board. He's got 14. Ding for long range three, no good. Pulled down.
I also just think this year might be the year that we really could see an Eastern Iowa team really step up.
Down, no good, and Urick battling for it, comes away, gets it out. Over to Dang. Dang quickly goes to the bucket, leaves it short. Well, everything was falling in the last quarter for Dang. Now he's missed a few here. Here's a three the other way, good. By Richardson, he's hit back-to-back threes.
I don't want to say the game was lost when it was 14-0 to start, but it just felt like that just took a lot of air out of Johnston's sails,
Yeah, because you're coming out thinking, okay, we're going to stick with them, give them a challenge here.
And by a blink of the eye, you're like, well, we're down 14-0,
Stinson, three, misses.
They got it 27-20, and that was pretty much as close as they got.
There's a three again, no good. It won't be three straight for Richardson. Timeout Valley. I think Coach Windhorst thought things were getting a little ragged. And
still up by, 26, but
Are they going to full? Okay, it's a full timeout. We'll take a break on CISN.TV.
Ask Joe, why do you often say Westside Auto instead of Westside Auto Pros? Because I think I shouldn't have to tell you we're the pros. That's what you expect. Many places will tell you that they're honest and will fix your car right the first time and that they're friendly. Well, duh, isn't that what you expect? How about this? I'll put my claims in writing. The Westside Auto lifetime warranty on any repairs we do. That's an offer no other auto repair shop in this area is doing. For the best, head west, Westside Auto Pros.
See the Valley huddle there. Called the timeout, 71-34, and said Coach Windhorst, they were kind of getting a little ragged, and that's what I think being a little younger last year they would do at times. They'd get a lead and then kind of come down and just not be as crisp as they were early, and that's can be easy to do, but I think you just want to, hey, let's settle down, get the good shots.
That's the crazy thing that was a team of all sophomores.
Yeah.
And they won the state tournament. And you're like, oh my gosh, if they put it all together at the end as sophomores, imagine what happens here these next 2 years.
Now they go with the high weave here.
But that's Valley athletics,
Yeah.
Don't really think about it a lot during regular season. They get to the postseason like football, and you're like, oh, they're going to be good.
Yeah, that's been the case the last
2
years. Coach Swenson would probably like to have a little more secure.
Would not like to be 4-5 going into the postseason. But
there's another one by Stinson.
You do what you got to do. They'll be talking about that for a while.
27 by Stinson now.
And repeats are hard. I mean, it's especially in 5A. It's hard to repeat.
Excuse me, 28. I misadded there. Yeah, it is.
And I look at 2020, that Ankeny team was what, an 8 seed, like an 8 or 7 seed, and Ankeny goes out, upsets Waukee, and they win the whole thing. It's like, you just never know.
Out wide to McGregory, now Dang. 15 on the shot clock, he'll drive in, spin back, and pretty little floated one-hander.
And for Johnston, I feel like the pieces are there. I mean, they're still pretty young. I mean, and they got to gel together. You got 2 transfers. You got Dalen Houston, you got Travari Cabell, who are in the starting lineup. So that's 2 guys that aren't still used to it. You're only 6 games in for Johnston, now 7. So just give it time,
McGregory, a little reverse there. His first points of the the fourth quarter. He's got 8. Under 2 to play here. Pinks. And drops it in. Dang with another one. 8 here in the fourth quarter. He's right behind Stinson with 27. Stinson has 28. And off, no good. Stinson gets the rebound.
Looks like Valley is headed off to Norwalk on Saturday. If that's a boys and girls game, that'll be very good. Nice little Joe Segrist return game for Norwalk.
Against the Valley girls.
Norwalk girls just lost their first game this season this week to Lewis Central. But circle it back, though. You get Southeast Polk to end the month, and then first game back from break at Waukee. I think you and I are on that game. So, and then immediately turn around that Saturday is the Serve Pro MVC CIML showdown. So I don't think we yet know who's playing who, but that'll be really good.
On the drive. Oh, nice little move inside. Houston gets on the board.
That's shocked me that he has not had a ton tonight. Just, he was really big in that Northwest game, and much needed win for Valley tonight, coming off a loss, and I'm sure they're glad the lid came off the basket tonight.
A 32-point right now. They're going to wind her down as far as they can here. 10 on the shot clock. And we're going to let the shot
hand the turnover to McGregor.
Yeah,
give him the turnover.
Give him the one on the shot clock.
And for Johnston, I think, yes, it's a tough start to the month, but, you got winter break, and that's the good thing about winter break. You can evaluate and get some things figured out.
Look it over. So Valley 81, Johnston 49. Outscored them there.
You want me to talk while you get your
22
numbers out?
Well, do we need a break, Randy? Let's do that. We'll take a break. Randy says yes, or man at the controls. We'll do that. I'll add this up, and we'll come back after this on CISN.TV.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Get 3.9% for 66 months on new F-150s, plus $47.50 rebate. New Bronco Sports and Escapes, both 1.9% for 66 months, plus up to $2,000 rebate. And the all-electric Mach-E. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Incredible year-end savings going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat and Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat and Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Ask Joe, why do you often say Westside Auto instead of Westside Auto Pros? Because I think I shouldn't have to tell you we're the pros. That's what you expect. Many places will tell you that they're honest and will fix your car right the first time and that they're friendly. Well, duh, isn't that what you expect? How about this? I'll put my claims in writing. The Westside Auto lifetime warranty on any repairs we do. That's an offer no other auto repair shop in this area is doing. For the best, head west, Westside Auto Pros.
Here at Valley, it's a split tonight. The boys winning. The Valley boys 81-49 here. The Johnston girls beat the Valley girls in a matchup of 1 versus 2. Oh, my score sheet for that one is under here. The final was
I wasn't going to be able to pull it off the top of my head.
67-50, yeah. Okay, Dar Danielson, Blake Walker here will run down the scoring for you. First for Johnston, Jalen Richardson ends with 17. 12 for Tino Day, the only 2 in double figures tonight for the Dragons. 7 for Carter Loney, 4 for Prestige Taylor, 2 for Treveri Cavill, 2 for Dalen Houston, 2 for Frankie Schonauer, and 2 for Quincy Seamer. Or excuse me, that was Seamer's points, not Schonauer. Sorry, Frankie, it was Seamer's. For Valley, Curtis Stinson led with 28, right behind Kiki Dang with 27. Then 8s for Kyle Kaysen, Jade McGregory, and Trevin Urich. And then a 2 for Marcus McGregor off the bench for the Tigers as they led 24-13 after 1, 40-27 at the half, 59-39 after 3, and 81-49 is the final score. So Valley bounce back win after the loss to Ankeny. Johnston still trying to find, well, they started off with well, they've come off 2 losses here now.
Yes, lost to Urbandale and
then lost to Centennial. Yep. So they're still trying to get a solid mix there. They got it down to 7 at one point here against Valley, but a good battle. And then no question yet on the girls' side who's number 1 after that performance tonight by Johnston.
You said it best. It's Johnston, everybody else
Everybody
right
else
now. And I know some people aren't going to like it, but right now it is.
Yeah,
it
in
is
December
Johnston,
is the way we
else.
sit, and we'll see. Well, pleasure doing the game with you here again tonight, and thanks to Randy and the crew. And again, check our CISN social media, Twitter and Facebook and all that, and we'll let you know what the schedule is coming up. Got a few games left here in December and then head into January, if you believe it or not. So that'll wrap it up here tonight from Valley on CISN.TV.